What is good, legends? I'm just going to make sure that I'm working here, and as soon as I can hear my own audio, I'll shut that off so we don't get an echo. After I watch an ad on my own video, always fun. All right. How's it going, everybody? Been an awesome day. I started early, got livestock, so I went and fed my livestock this morning. I was up early. I caught Banshee Mining. I've caught all of you guys at one point or another throughout the day. I want to thank Ed for hosting this. Awesome, buddy. I want to give a really, really special shout out to Mandy's Candy, who did her first live. And, you know, I was having a few jokes about my first live where I ran my sluice mat backwards. And I know how daunting that can be. And unfortunately, Dahlonega Prospector wasn't able to join us, and Mandy stepped up and filled an extra half hour, and she did a fantastic job. So thumbs up to Mandy. So many people in here. Now, I do have my laptop with me, guys, so bear with me. We do want to process some gold here, but I'm going to try and add as many folks that I haven't added as moderators for the community. I don't always have the opportunity to do that when I'm sluicing. I'm normally on my tablet, which is not on my normal YouTube account, and long story. But anyways, fantastic day. Yes, absolutely. Awesome job, Mandy. Well, thank you, Mandy. And thank you to everyone who's come in. Too many folks. Charlie, Mr. Lodak, how can I not moderate one of the best moderators in the gold community? We'll get him Hibba Rich. I want to thank everyone for the birthday wishes. Just too many people pouring in, saying happy birthday. I very much appreciate it. I am the big 5-0 today. Holy cow. Rose knows treasure. Good to see you, Rose. Saw JP, all kind of folks, Great Lakes Gold Hunters. Julie is here. Thank you, Julie, for the birthday wishes. Mama Bird, GP, who will be following me. GP's link is pinned at the top, but I'll have somebody near the end drop that for sure. Aquadonkey, great stream with you and Carlos and Aaron earlier. Enjoyed that. I wish I was in the creek today, but it is 12 of your American Freedom units here right now. So we are live from the basement today. Again, thanks everyone for coming. So it's been a heck of a prospecting year. This was my first year on YouTube, guys, and the reception's been awesome. Sorry guys, that was really goofy. I mean, my router is literally right there, and I can do this from outside, but here we are. If it does happen again, so buying space, it goes anyway if you take out a membership, anything like that. Super chat, every dollar counts. Yeah, and the prize, the big giveaway is actually coming up in January. I'll be getting a hold of Troubled One. It's going to be a 1 gram Troubled One pay dirt for the winner, half gram for second place, and maybe a quarter gram for third. I'm not sure yet. So saves me a lot of effort. I know a lot of folks. Thanks, GP, you absolute legend. Dennis Bigfoot, I know you. We'll mod you up. I know some folks are waiting for stickers and some gold backs from me. It's been over 6 weeks now. We've had no postal service here. So that, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. Rest assured, they will go out, even if I have to drive across to Messina, New York, and put them in the mail there. Hey, Cancela, good to see you. Great Lakes. Awesome, buddy. Thank you so much. I will absolutely do that. You are a legend, sir. That is awesome. We're off to a good start. So, Melithian, holy cow, pal. Thank you. Very much appreciated. So, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I found this year. This is a special time for me, being able to do this. I do this every year on my birthday or thereabouts. That was the golden quartz specimen that I found. There we go. That I found this year. And that is on one of my videos. That was one of the highlights of the year. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. This is this year's gold. This year's prospecting gold. Today we're going to be weighing that up and adding it to the current vial that I'm working on, which is this bad boy here. So that is the plans for today. We have a little bit of concentrates that I haven't panned out yet. I was kind of a dummy, as I tend to be sometimes, and I left my pans outside. I had to go out and get them this morning and thaw a bunch of ice and water out of them. But they were outside from my last live. So we will pan out. There's not a whole bunch of them here, but we've only got an hour and we've got stuff to weigh too. So thanks so much. Nice seeing the members come in. It's nice to see the new members. That's awesome. Welcome, Myra from Buying Space. All right. So these are the cons that I foolishly left outside. These had, I don't know, about 3 inches of ice. It was right up to the top of the pen, then it had a mountain of snow on top. So we are going to go through those real quick to make sure that I'm not forgetting any gold behind before we get this season's total done. So just some cool stuff while we're here before we get started that I found. This was, I don't know if you got, how many of you guys, but I know this is kind of, it's not just the gold community, it's the treasure family, right? And we all appreciate each other's discoveries, whether they're gold. I appreciate magnet fishing, which I tried this year. Got myself a rusty bicycle with no seat. It was a really uncomfortable ride home. But, you know, metal detecting, all that stuff. So while I was prospecting, this was the massive nugget of pyrite that I found while I was out in the creek. Crazy. It's the biggest piece I've ever found. And all you mudlarkers and that out there, I found this awesome Menards liniment bottle. Clean that up nice. That's from 1939 when I dated it. I thought that was really cool. And it's one of the coolest things about prospecting is you can go out and you can find all kinds of other different stuff. It's like a secondary mini treasure hunt. Ben Fork, you legend. Thank you very much, pal. So we will get some jet dry in this water before I forget. Of myself, you know, everybody with about metal detecting, and gold panning, and prospecting. Awesome day. Again, thanks to Ed. Hey, Grandma Kay. Good to see you, Grandma. I may or may not have already gone through these cons once, but I'm not 100% sure. So I didn't want to just pitch them. I don't think there's going to be a ton of gold in there, but when you're prospecting where I prospect, every speck counts. But yeah, this year's been a fantastic adventure. You know, meeting all of you, and now being part of this is just kind of the icing on the cake. Seeing all of you here, seeing, you know, the sum of all of your adventures this year, and whether you're doing pay dirt or you're doing silver stacking or you're metal detecting, we're all one family, as Ed likes to say, and the Treasure Fam. The Canadian family. Yeah, we're the Canadian wing of the Treasure Fam. We're getting some buffering, Carlos. No, the kids aren't home today. I have the place to myself, actually. Funny, I was in Mandy's chat and she showed all that awesome stuff. And I said, that's for a giveaway at the end of the video, right? She didn't acknowledge me. I don't know why. It's okay, Mandy. It was just a joke, but I thought it was good for a laugh when you showed us all that beautiful stuff. Nothing so far. I may have actually done a pretty good job on this. I always pan this stuff out because this is from my lives. So as I was saying, when you're live, you're in front of a camera. You don't always do things as slowly and deliberately as you would do them if you weren't, right? Mandy has all the stuff. Hello, Ashley Ratliff. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you. As I said, I will be trying to add standard mods along the way. Kind of hard to do multiple things at once, go pen and do other things. Even though I am a professional Canadian, even I have trouble with these things sometimes. Awesome, Dennis. There are quite a few prospecting videos there. And more to come. I really want to get out at least once more before the end of the year. But no guarantees. The problem is the water is really, really, really cold right now. So even with waders, just standing in the water, I don't have insulated waders. I should probably buy a pair. But even just standing in the water freezes your feet in minutes. No, Ed. I'm an absolute professional Canadian. Have you not seen me fishing lately in the ice and the snow? Yeah, it's been great. I'm really looking. I'm still, like I said, hoping I can get out prospecting at least one more time this year. I do fish and hunt, and what happens this time of year is the hunters are in the bush as well. And where my prospecting area is, people hunt the neighboring property and they dog it. And I always try and I kind of try and keep my spot fairly secret because there's no prospecting typically around most of Ontario unless you go way up north for the most part. And the last thing I want to do is have some guy walking through the bush and see me in the river with a bunch of gold plans or a sluice running or something. You might as well advertise at that point. So, hey, Sonal, good to see you, pal. It's a funny thing, prospecting. I don't know. I forget whose channel I was on. I was talking to about that. So a lot of these cons that you guys have seen me do this year, I brought back from my camp. And whenever I bought the place, the old timers, I don't mean the old time prospectors, but the old guys that hunted the camp, told me all about the gold when he was trying to sell me the property. And I used to hunt there as well with them. And so we have some of the old guys at the camp still. And, a newer generation and their kids coming up, hunting with us as well. And I started, I'd go out prospecting and I'd bring home, kind of like I do on my lives, I'd bring home concentrates or speed pen buckets and, I'd put them in the shed. And the sluice was always there. And the guys can help themselves whenever they want. And, sluice for gold. And they get to keep what they find. There is only one young lad in that whole hunt camp out of, 10 or 15 people that has shown absolutely any interest whatsoever. Just that one guy. Very, very, something I find strange, but to each their own, and I don't have to worry about my creek being crowded when I go there. Lots of black sand in this stuff. I'll get down the end of the pen. I haven't seen any gold yet to show you guys, but I'm not worried about it. Obviously, we're going to have some gold since I've got a vial full. And we will, just so you guys know, at the end of the stream, again, be patient with our postal service being on strike. We're going to have you guys guess the weight on the my final finale for the year, and the winner's going to walk away with an awesome sticker pack. I've got the stickers here. I'll show you guys that at the end. See, that's it. I don't understand kids these days here. Now, I mean, I'm saying kids. These kids are like my buddy's kids, right? So they're all hunting age. But I mean, I have two boys myself. One is an animal like me, all over the fishing, the hunting, the prospecting, the outdoors. The other one's, he'll do a little of it here and there, once in a while. On the rare occasion that a 20-year-old with a girlfriend wants to spend time with his dad, that kind of thing. But, at least for now, I've still got the young lad. But it's amazing that kids... I think you got to get them further to Aqua's point than, like, when he says neighborhood kids, he's probably talking, the 5-10-year-old range. I think you kind of got to get them at that age or it's too late. Hey, Skeeter brother. Good to see you, man. Mega Dog's in the house. Good to see you, man. And yeah, for sure. Thanks, Skeeter. Appreciate you, pal. For sure, guys. Make sure you connect around. Lots of fantastic channels. We are in hour 17 of Ed's Treasure Fan Marathon. And it's awesome. I know I've gotten a few extra subs today, which is always nice. It's great to see folks connecting around. I think it's awesome. I'm not lost. Good to see you, my friend. Let's get you a wrench. I'm not 100% sure what I'm not 100% sure what went on with that buffering, guys. Sorry about that. I'm thinking what's happening because I'm in my basement is my phone and my router, like my phone service and my router are trying to compete with each other. I don't want to go in my phone and, if it's only going to happen once every 15 minutes, I don't want to go into my phone and try and mess with things and end up dropping the stream. So bear with me. I can see when it starts spinning here. I'll run around and hit restart and it fires right back up for one reason or another. Thanks, Pickles, buddy. Brian Kerr, thank you very much, my friend. That's it. Melithian. Don't want to make it worse. Thank you, I'm not lost. Appreciate David, you legend. Thanks so much, pal. I don't know if you got it. I sent you an email. You got some choices to make, pal. David waiting on a package as well. I did it last week when I was fishing. I got off on a bit of a rant about the Postal Service. I really don't want to go down that road again. I will say this though. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not expecting. Danny, you legend. Thanks so much, buddy. I'm not expecting a 24% raise over the next 3 years. Are you? Skeeter, I'm new here. Hey, Stuart, good to see you, buddy. I didn't say hi earlier. I wasn't sure if so many people dropping in and out. I'm losing track of who I said hi to and who I didn't. Yeah, Careless, they're now at a point that GP tried the same. They're now at a point in the US that all the mail to Canada is so backed up they're refusing to accept letters and parcels. Friggin' ridiculous, you know. And at Christmas time when kids are expecting their gifts and they want people to have sympathy for their strike, they can pound sand as far as I'm concerned. So much for me not going off on a rant, right? Well, Ashley, sorry, you're a little occupied here. We'll get you a wrench and you can post your own link. Bear with me. Now my hands are wet and the touchpad's not working. There we go. That is moderator, standard moderator. There you go, Ashley. It's exactly, Ed. It's an essential service. And, you know, when I look at people out there, you know, with my dad being in and out of hospital as he's getting older, people out there like PSWs and nurses and people that really deserve a raise that aren't getting it. Meanwhile, these guys, with a high school education, what, 24%? No offense to any mailman out there. I mean, I wouldn't want to be delivering packages and mail out in the snow myself, but, you know, you sign on for a job, right? In my opinion, you don't expect to get a 24% raise at any time, ever. Yeah, Andrea, that's a fantastic point. You know, it is an essential service. Skeeter. I mean, you know what? Skeeter here is a veteran, right? And I myself served. And our army here in Canada is woefully under-equipped and underpaid. If anyone deserves a raise, it's those guys. Lewis is in the house. Good to see you. I'm thinking I may have actually managed, guys, to get all the gold out of these cons the first time around, which is impressive. Of course, I'm easily impressed when it comes to my own feats, I guess. I knew I was missing something. I'm missing my awesome squirt bottle, which is outside and frozen solid. I'll have to look through the snow and dig that up later. I will give you guys, if I have time, I don't want to go over my hour because the awesome gentleman prospector and mama will be live right after me. I certainly don't want to go over time, but if I do have time, I'm going to see if I can give you guys a better look at that specimen. It's probably the nicest piece of gold I've, other than my one nugget from Coos Canyon, it's the nicest piece of gold I've ever found. Always a good idea, guys. Just a pro tip. If you have expensive electronics nearby, like a laptop, you want to have your water as close as possible at all times. What could possibly go wrong? Time does fly, you know, and I've been watching everybody today throughout the Trouble on You, legend. Got you, buddy. You're awesome. Good to see you, pal. I have been watching everybody. Oh my God, how am I gonna fill an hour? Mandy stepped up and had to do an hour and a half on her first ever live stream. And time does fly. Time's flying for everyone. And it's the community, it's the chat, it's all of us that make it fly for each other, right? And I know that You know, there's been days where I've had live scheduled this year that I'm like, oh, geez, I don't really feel like going live. Take a day off. And every time I start my live, I'm always glad I did when I get to talk to everybody in here and all the good folks in chat and all the fantastic people in the community. Oh, right there on the last pan, I think I might have found some gold, guys. The lighting is not the greatest here. I should be... Let me get rid of this junk. Now that I don't have my... See, this is where I'd love to have my squirt bottle. Normally I'd be squirting the cons out of the bottom. But we'll make do. I don't know if it's gold or pyrite at the top. I'll know when I... Part of turning 50 is your eyes are not always as good as they used to be. Skeeter, welcome, buddy. Good to have you aboard, my friend. There is definitely some gold in there anyway. Decent piece too. In fact, not sure how I missed that the first time around, to be honest with you, but oh, and some fly poops to go with it. Awesome. Now I'm just going to have that one piece that I have to dry up. And I would ask too, I haven't seen too many new folks here. A lot of it just folks from the community, which is awesome. If anyone is a new subscriber to my channel, please leave a comment on a video. I will definitely, after my live, go in, reply to your comment, and I'll give your channel a look. One piece of gold out of all that. All right. Thank you, Mega Dog. I appreciate you. Here I am like a dummy on Top Chat on my own live stream. Actually, give me a second, guys, before I dismiss this link. I'm going to copy it. I'm sure I have enough blue people here that they can drop GP's link when the time comes. All right. So it's only one piece, but it's soaking wet. And we're gonna have to get the heat gun out to dry her up, even though it's only the one piece. My good extension cord is actually outside underneath the snow, which is a great place for it. So I've got a power bar daisy chain to another power bar. Always a great idea. Now you guys know, if you ever see my prospecting videos and I do this part, now you know why it's always on like 10 times speed. Can't go too fast or you'll melt your gold pen. This happens to be my favorite gold pen. Okay. And of course, I don't have any paper towel handy, so I'm gonna do the Canadian thing and use my sleeves. Because that's what prospectors do, damn it. When we're stuck, we improvise and make do. So this, I gotta get this pan completely dried before I add the rest of the season's total to it, because I don't want, a lot of my gold is fairly fine. So I gotta make sure that there's no water involved whatsoever. Oh. Hey, Karen Forrester, thank you so much. Let's get you a wrench, Karen. Awesome. Hey, Glenn, good to see you. Yeah, I absolutely have stickers. Mary's got a couple of my stickers, actually. And I have a stack of envelopes. Anyone that's a member of the channel that wants a sticker, just drop me an email with your address, and I will get one out to you for sure as soon as the postal strike is over. And if it goes on too much longer, I'm about 40 minutes from the New York border. I'm actually going to drive across with a stack of mail and mail them using the U.S. Postal Service if I have to. But, you know, I'd meet you at the border for sure, Mandy. Do some prospecting. So this is kind of sad to show. That is not obviously the season's total, but let's see if you guys can even see the gold. That one. I did all those concentrates for that one piece, but it's a nice piece. It's a feeler. Yeah, I mean, GP, I don't want anyone to have to go to any huge expense. It's really up to you, pal. I do appreciate it. Now, do we have a... I don't think I've got a flashlight down here, unfortunately. That kind of pains me to pour the whole season's total out into a pan like that, but that's okay. So that will go from this little vial. And I want you guys to pay attention when I show you, because you guys are going to be making a guess on this. And I'm going to give you a couple hints too. No flashlight, eh? Let's see what I can do here. Oh, there we go. Neato. That is the season total for this season, guys. That is this year's prospecting gold. So it contains that as well as this specimen here. All right, hopefully all of you got a good look at that. All right. Now to get this onto a sheet of paper without spilling it everywhere. But yeah, you can see now that's why I wanted to get the gold pan all dried out. Honestly, this is one of the parts of prospecting I hate the most. Just handling all your gold. I just like to get it in a vial and then I know it's there and it's safe and it's happy gold. All right. The big moment, guys. Rose, yeah, doesn't it? See, and even now I've got some flour gold stuck in the pan a little bit. I mean, it's not going to move the scales, but I worked for it. I want it, damn it. Alright, so that's not going to move the scales. There's maybe 2 little specks left in there. That's fine. Alright, so the scale that I have here goes to 2 decimal places, and we are going to weigh it in grams. I'm going to get my super duper pad ready to write down the total. Scale tray on. Tear that bad boy out. All right, so I will say that is more than I thought, guys. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of hints before we start guessing. See if I got a Sharpie here. Yeah, I'll write this with a Sharpie, and that way you guys will actually be able to see it when I hold it up. All right. Don't start your guesses yet. I'll put a go in the chat when it's go time. All right, so at about 2/3 of the way through the year, I passed the 2 gram mark, and I was happy with that. I was very surprised. It's, you know, a little over 2 gram was my best year ever. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, I did do extra prospecting this year because of my YouTube channel, because I was enjoying all my time with you guys and doing the lives and stuff. So I put the pedal to the metal, and you know, we did some extra cons, some extra live streams. I made more trips than I normally would. I'll leave it at that. It's reflected in this total. It's like 2.15 was probably previously my best year ever. This is over that. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of happy right now. I only do this, guys, once a year, and I never really, sometimes I get an idea, but most times I'm kind of in the dark. So I'm going to give you guys another look at this gold in the scale tray. All right. Kind of shifted down on me there. So that is the shiny total for this year. And that will be added to the current vial that I'm working on. All right, so I am going to go down in chat. I'm going to put some green hearts in here. Don't guess yet, guys. Throw a circle in there. All right, so I'm only going to be looking at guesses after this green heart and this green circle, all right? So I'm going to drop that in now. Stony Creek in the house. I'll ask everyone to try and make only one guess, please. I should have specified that before. So my scale does go to 2 decimal points, just so you guys are aware. Joseph Nolan, good to see you, buddy. All right, so while you guys make your guesses, I am going to secure this in the vial, but just having it sitting out. I mean, financially, it's not worth a ton of money. But you know what? That is a year's prospecting worth of work. And I don't sell my gold anyways, so there's that. It is worth the wait and effort. It's like fishing for years to catch a trophy muskie, only to take it off the line and throw it back, right? That's kind of the way it works. It's kind of what we do. Although I guess bad example because I'm not throwing this back, but I'm not selling it either, so. Yeah, I mean, all my gold goes into vials, and you know, it's kind of a thing for my kids later on to get passed down. So last chance to get your guesses in, because I am going to throw some stop signs in here. Yeah, I don't catch and release anything either, Ed. Absolutely not. All right, guys, so I threw a stop sign in there. We've got a starting point and a stop point, and we're going to be taking the guesses that are in between those 2 points. It's great to see you, Stoney, and thank you for your text this morning, pal. I appreciate you, brother. All right. Okay, so the total on the air is 3.23 grams. So if someone could look and see who has closest to 3.23. So here's the prize, and I've been lucky enough to have these people as my personal friends that have sent me this stuff. From Ozark Bucks, you're going to get a sticker and also a magnet. Troubled One, likewise, sticker, as well as a magnet. Obviously, you're going to get an ATC sticker. Both of Alaskan Assassins, awesome stickers. And a sticker from my good friend from down under, That's Gold, will be in there as well. I have all of these stickers up here on my board. Obviously, you guys can't see everything, but all right. So let me take a look. So what we're going to do, guys, bear with me. We're going to go by my screen in between the start and go. Because I know that's the other thing is everybody's screens are different. And because this event that Ed's hosting has been awesome, there are a ton of chat's been humming right along. Yeah, I do see Joseph in there at 3.2 way earlier. Archaeology and Gold went with Pi and almost brought her home. And Melithian as well. Oh, wait a minute. We got Mandy's Candy at 3.22. All right. So it's Mandy's Candy. So we got 2 at 3.22. I'm good with it. I'll send out 2 packs. Not a problem, guys. Mandy, I have your address because you've already got some of my stickers going as soon as the post gets back going. Melithian, if you want to send me yours, I'll get a pack out to you as well. I've got multiples of these because these folks were generous enough to send them. Thanks, Aaron. Good to see you. Oh, there's Bill. Get Bill a wrench while we can. I'm completely blind right now because I have the camera on my phone. We got 4:56. Some good timing there. I had a blast, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks so much to everybody for the birthday wishes. I really, really, really appreciate it. You know, I know GP and Mama are coming up next. That's always a fun time. I have really, really enjoyed each and every one of you of your streams today. I've had a great time. I even poked into some of the ones when I woke up in the middle of the night just to see who was on. Fantastic. It's always nice to see different communities, as Mandy said earlier, come together. It's really what it's all about. And getting a lesson on archaeology from Gail, I mean, who would have thought, how cool was that, right? And then, of course, the Canadian Hillbilly, man after my own heart with a name like that, telling his stories and showing off some of his cool stuff. It's all been fantastic. We had Aaron and Careless and Aqua actually out in the creek prospecting. Fantastic stuff. And that's what YouTube's all about. It's about real people doing real things. And that's why I watch YouTube and I don't watch junky TV shows. So All right. Thank you, Heath Doty, my man. Good to see you. All right, so again, thanks to everyone who's presented before me. Thanks in advance to everyone who's got a live going after me. Thanks again to our good buddy Ed from Flash in Your Pan for making all of this possible. I'm pretty stoked. That was a great season total, and I was so happy to be on my birthday to be able to share that with you guys. Was awesome. It's an awesome experience. You guys absolutely rock. I am going to shut it down, and we can move on over to Gentlemen in Monmouth. I myself am going to grab an adult birthday beverage, and I'll join you guys, and I will see you guys there. Thanks again so much for coming, everyone.